Hey everybody, I'm going to be creating a card for you using some of the new releases from Hutson. This is the Mondo Sakura stamp, and I'll be using the die set as well. I will have all of these supplies listed down below. I will be doing a haul video later on in the week and sharing what I got from Hutson, but for today I'm just going to be using this stamp set. And I'm just showing you how the two acetate pieces are connected, and I really love that. I tend to lose some of the acetate pieces to my stamp set, so I like that they are connected. I am going to be using my Tim Holtz stamp platform to stamp out this stamp onto watercolor paper because I do like to stamp it twice, especially when I'm using VersaMark ink on the watercolor paper, because the watercolor paper tends to absorb a little bit of that VersaMark ink, so I want to make sure that it's nice and sticky for the embossing powder. And I'm using some Ranger Superfine Gold embossing powder, and I really love how this looks. And then I'm just going to heat set that to melt it. Now I'm just going to do some watercoloring. I'm using the Arteza watercolor brush pen, and then I'm using the Daniel Smith watercolor chart, and I love this chart. It has 240 colors, and I've had it for quite a while, and I always pull it out when I'm doing watercoloring. Some of the colors I do need to replace, but for the most part it's lasted quite some time. So what I'm doing is I added some water, and then I added the color, and then it just spreads out nicely, and then I'll just go in and spread it out where I feel like I want it to be a little bit, more blended, and then I'll add a little bit more color, and I'll just continue to do this, and I will be back shortly. To add a little bit of shadow behind the flowers. I think this adds a little bit of interest, and it helps the flowers pop a little bit. Even though I'm going to be die cutting it out, it still has some little parts where it's going to show the watercolor paper, like where I'm coloring now. So I didn't want it to be white. I wanted it to have a little bit of like a gray tone. So that's what I'm doing here. Alright, so now I'm going to die cut the florals image out, and I just take a little bit of washi tape just so that it will stay put because the watercolor paper is warped just a little bit. I'm using my Spellbinders Platinum 6 die cut machine, and it cut it out perfectly. Now I am adding some black splatters to the flowers. I felt it needed a little bit of something, and if you are new to my channel, I mainly do mixed media projects, so I think that's where I don't know, I felt it just needed a little bit of something. I'm going to put the card together now. So what I did is I cut out a piece of vellum and then I tore the bottom of it just to give the card a little bit more interest. And then I'm going to place a couple strips of black cardstock down at the bottom just to give it a little bit more interest and to kind of ground that floral image there. And it's a little bit off camera, but I actually embossed the hello onto vellum, and then I placed it on directly on the flower. And in the die set you get this very intricate die. It says beautiful, so my sentiment will read hello beautiful. And now I'm just going to add some sequins. And I did pop up the stamped image on some black foam. I didn't show that on camera, but I did do that. And I'm just going to add another little sequence on the other side, and that's going to complete the card for today. Here is a quick look at the completed card. Be sure to check out the description box below. Here is a couple more videos you might enjoy. Please give this video a thumbs up, leave me a comment down below. Don't forget to subscribe and share it on social media so you can share it with your friends. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys later. Bye!